What's up, guys? It is Gray, aka the Hokage, and boy, am I glad I decided to do this. Oh man, am I glad I decided to do this. Oh wow. Okay, so we'll get there when we get there. But first of all, we're episode 7. Uh, Kisuke. Oh yeah. Okay, so I took notes. I have to take notes or I won't forget because I don't watch these all at once, right? Before I record. I typically watch the last one before I record, but I take notes otherwise. Anyway. Uruhara or Indoor Kisuke, whichever you want to call him, is talking to, what is it, like Uryu? Not Uryu, Urara, whatever, the girl that is like works in a shop. And all I wrote was, who are these kids? Because I don't remember the answer to this question. I'm not sure, but I feel like it probably gets answered at some point. But boy, do I not remember at all who these kids are, like where they came from. And then next we have Khan, who, well, it is confirmed Khan, by the way, which I knew, but like I didn't know for sure. I thought maybe it'd be different. Anyway, he's fighting off a Centipede Hollow. Khan's like, because he was like, well, I can't let these kids die. He didn't like them, but he can't let the kids die. I'm just a bill. I wrote, I'm just a bill on my notes. I don't know what oh, he's a pill. I remember now, because he was a pill, and he was like, they were destroying the mod souls. And he was like, yeah, I hid with other pills, and I just hoped they wouldn't find me, and it was terrifying. Which sounds true. They found they found the lion stuffed animal just like on a trash pile, which is funny. He said, call him Kai, and she goes like, that's way too cool for you, which is also funny. And in the classroom, for a split second, we see Iryu, Ishida, De Quincy. Just like, we don't even, like, he doesn't get name dropped or nothing, he doesn't do anything, but we see him, which is cool because it's like setting up for later. And oh yeah, and I wrote what the fudge Orihime. Ooh, I almost didn't catch myself there because I do not remember Orihime as this other character at all. At all. Like the only Orihime I know is the one that her only character trait later on just kind of turns into Ichigo, which is a real shame because this Orihime is kind of cute because she's like very ditzy and like. And she like, oh, what's the word? She's just like, she was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And she's like, yeah, I want to be a death robot. Like, that's funny. And then we get Ichigo, his family going to visit their mom's grave, and I wrote a sad face. It's sad. Oh yeah, there's a scene where Orihime is like, it's like raining. She's like at the window. She's like, if I was the rain, can I connect with people on an emotional level? And I was like, what in the heck are you talking about? What? Just, I don't know, just whack. Alright, flashback. Rukia too long? Too long. Maybe it took Rukia. Oh, too long in human. I mean, I need a way to figure out because I wrote my notes on a line, but if they're like the same sentence because I'm in a room, I have to like just keep the thought going on the other line. So I only read Rukia too long, but under it says too long in human world. So they hire a Soul Reaper to go see what's going on, which is interesting because like, we get way more like Soul Reaper stuff than I thought we did, or like I guess I should say Soul Society stuff. Episode 8, it starts off, we see Grand Fisher, which is the hollow that killed Ichigo's mom. And we see, so, it looks like we see a Rancor. Like, just very split, like, talking to Grand Fisher. It really looks like we see a Rancor. Because, like, it looks like a human but with, like, a mask. Which, if that's the case, is insane. We see Rukia talking to Ichigo. I wrote Rukia's cute. I write that a lot. Because she has like her dress, her cute dress, and her hat. I love Rukia so much. Ichigo thinks he killed his mom. I wrote Tatsuki is a DICK because she was like, haha, Ichigo was so weak and pathetic, and then she got really sad. And you can tell that she really cares about him, which is nice. I just wrote, this is sad, man. It was sad. The weird guy that Soul Society sent to find Rukia. Rukia finds him. I don't remember the conversation they had, but I know... Well, I actually don't remember the conversation. So basically, he shows up and he's like, hey, you've been gone for a long time. Are you like dating this human guy? And she's like, what? That's stupid. And he's like, well, that was a decent excuse. It's a shame that you couldn't like use that. Because he has like a feeling that like something else is going on. Because he was like, why are you wearing that? And she's like, I can wear whatever I want. But in reality, he was referring to like, why isn't she in her Soul Reaper outfit? Ichigo got baited because that's what Grand Fisher does. It doesn't really show in this episode, but like later on, and I know because I remember what he does, but Ichigo got baited and then his mom saved him. Which, okay, this is the part. Pay attention to these episodes. These ones right here with Grand Fisher and his mom, especially. There's so much I want to talk about, but I can't because I'm not trying to spoil anything from the manga in the last arc. But oh my goodness, there is stuff that I want to talk about. There is so many things that I could. This whole episode could be an entirely different conversation. But I'm not going to. I'm not. I'm just going to leave it as it is. And that's that. So, just pay attention. All right? Because, just pay attention. That's all I'm going to say. Everyone's super mean to their dad. Ichigo fought that other Soul Reaper and got destroyed because that guy has training and Ichigo doesn't. Grand Fisher's here. Rukia watches as they keep fighting. Yeah, the Soul Reaper and Ichigo. Rukia just watches. Karen's getting owned. Oh, okay. I remember because they were walking the stairs and Ichigo and Rukia were talking, but like in the way the show did it was they were like just running and talking, but like it shows that they were talking, but it was just like a stylistic thing. But I wrote, they have telepathy, like WTF, because they're just talking and not like speaking, and I was like, oh, okay. Okay, and then I was like, JK, because they were talking. And that's all for my notes. That was 2 episodes. Episode 9. Starts off, Ichigo saves Yuzu, but Karen is still in his clutches for a while. They fight a little bit. He's like, I killed your mom. I'm Grand Fisher. He catches Ichigo because Ichigo's fighting because he's upset, obviously. The Rukia uses Hado. That actually works. It kind of immobilizes Grand Fisher for a little bit. The Soul Reaper cuts down Karen. And Kon takes the daughters away, or the sisters away. Because Kon shows up in Ichigo's body and he takes them and leaves. And then, well, before he takes them away, Grand Fisher tries to attack Karen with his like hair spikes. And the random Soul Reaper actually just like jumps in the way and like takes the brunt of the attack, which is super cool of him. Because he was definitely kind of a D-bag, but he showed that he kind of wasn't. So that was nice. Well, let's see. After that, then Kon takes the kids. They're fighting. This part was also super sick. I did not realize how much stuff that they included from earlier they put in here. I had no idea. Because we get a flashback, a really quick one about Rukia and Jushiro telling her to not interfere with Kaien. Now, a lot of that we don't know. We don't know Jushiro's name. We don't know that he's a captain. We don't know who Kaien is. We just see someone telling Rukia that like you shouldn't help him because it's a fight of honor. And if you help him, he might live, but he'll never have his honor again. Which later on in the show, I don't mind spoiling the show because if you haven't watched Bleach, then like, sorry, you should watch it with me and then be here anyway. But like, spoilers, I guess. I'm not gonna say spoilers. It's been out for years now. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna say spoilers. But later on, you find out that there was a guy who was a lot like Ichigo, Kaien, and he died to a hollow. And Rukia and Udatake, or Jushiro, her captain at the time, and I think still her captain actually, were there, and he was like, you can't help him like right now, you just can't, even though, which I still think is super dumb, by the way, but I get it, but I still think it's dumb. Honor's stupid. But she's in the same thing. She's like, I can't help him, and she goes like, if you help me, like, I'll never forgive you. So I guess she's just can't help. So they're fighting, they're doing their thing. The fight kind of goes on a little bit. Ichigo he uses his mom's puppet like form because he was the Grand Fisher, right? So he has like a lure, and his lure turns us into people, and it turns into his mom because he had her soul. And then like he can't reach you. He's like, I can't attack this. However, his mom like manifests from the lure as like a spirit, which makes sense because of later, but I can't say anything. And she tells him like, I'm so proud of you, and then she like dips, and then Ichigo just straight up cleaves Grand Fisher. Doesn't kill him, he gets away because Grand Fisher comes back a couple times. So get ready for that. Yeah, and then Rukia's like, hey, you can't fight anymore. The Soul Reaper's like, hey, I need to tell them eventually, but like, I'm not gonna break up what you guys have going on here. Which basically is setting up for when Renji and Byakuya, which by the way, It's crazy when the Byakuya shows up. Renji makes sense, but Byakuya, I can't believe he himself showed up. But I guess it's his sister, so makes sense. Anyway, it ends with like his dad talking to Ichigo. And it's really nice, and the soundtrack that plays makes me think that his dad being a Soul Reaper was not like that was thought of right now. Maybe it might. Well, because when the anime came out, it might have been common knowledge in the manga. Maybe I don't recall when the anime started and where the manga was at the time of the anime starting. But yeah, so that was interesting. Nothing like hinting at it or anything really at all. But man, it's just crazy. It's really cool. I don't know. I love this. The soundtrack played at the 2. Oh, so good. And next episode, I don't really know. I assume we're going to get Uryu since they hinted at, like, very, very, like, low-key hinted at him. And I don't know what else they could do. Because I know that him and Uryu did, like, their thing for a while. Right? They help each other. They become friends. We have to go through Orihime getting her powers. We have to go through Chad getting his powers. We have a lot to do, but right after that, dude, I'm so ready for Soul Society. I'm so glad I decided to rewatch this. There's so much stuff that I missed. Because I've never rewatched Bleach. I've read it. I reread it, but I like skimmed. I actually skipped the beginning because I'm like, this is slow. I don't care. I regret doing that. But I mean, I guess I don't now because like this is all, it's like there's so much that my eyes are opening to. It's so cool. Anyway, guys, that does it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like if you liked this video, you should like it. Even if you didn't, you should like it. If you hate this video, leave a like. Go bonk her on that like button. I almost forgot. Subscribe if you want more, because we do this every week on Friday and My Hero Mondays. Check out my other channel, because I've been popping off on uploads over there. And I'll leave it at that. So, thank you so much for watching. I'll see all of you guys next time. Wash your hands, stay safe, and peace.